Standing at the crossroads of relentless pursuit and rebuild, the 2023-24 Philadelphia Flyers are taking the road less traveled, because sometimes the best way out is through.
The positivity surrounding this team perhaps is due in part to the fact that the organization's been honest about the rebuild.
They're going to be competitive. They're going to play tough. That's the way sports coaches his teams. It gets the players to play a certain way.
That's all it is. Return to culture. Now give them a chance to build a team where it all comes together again. A good team with the legacy of the past and everything that was built here in this city for, 55 years.
The bleak future that the organization was in, did that scare you off, or did that?
No,
it attracted you?
It attracted me.
Welcome to Flyers 2023 training camp. This is the Standard.
That housekeeping's done for me with that, but coming in behind Danny, I think and there's new guys, but for the guys that were here last year, I think we made great strides last year in understanding the standard of how hard you have to play, what it is to be a pro. I think we're on the right track. No matter what people are saying or what we are, I just have such a good feeling. I hope some guys decide to kind of step up and look to be a leader, look to take on a little bit more responsibility. I'm not going to name names, but I think some people know who they could be. Because eventually, boys, the coaches can't be in there. You guys are going to have to start taking over that room. If we're going to take the next step in our rebuilding here, it needs to be your room without us being in there. Young group. Young, it doesn't matter. Don't hesitate to try to jump in and take someone's spot. And the guy that thinks you have a spot, be really careful how you're thinking. And it's up for you now.
Training camp is where John Tortorella teaches. The classes are in sweat, sacrifice, and unity. The tests are both physically and mentally challenging, and all members are graded on their will to endure.
Not really. It's more all the other guys were giving me advices. I didn't do it last year, so I didn't really know what to expect. Not gonna lie, I was pretty nervous about it, but once you get going, you just grind and battle through it.
It's more of a mental challenge and physical too. It's everything, and everyone's got to do it together. And everyone gets through it, and we get to get started.
I think it brings all the boys together. The anxiety leading up to it, with everyone talking about it. There's a method to what Torts does here.
I'm not going to overthink it. They've put in a lot of work prior to us just starting here today, so they're ready to go. So they're going to go to business just like everybody else does. We're not going to overthink that. So it's 2 20 minutes today, 2 20-minute periods run time. It's not mini hockey, okay? We're not just playing hockey here. Let's get playing. We're starting I've changed some of the conditioning in the practice into battle drills. There'll be some more coming along here. Let's get into the body. Let's get into playing the game the right way. Not just go out there and play hockey. Let's play the right way, get ourselves ready as we get going here, okay? We had opportunities this summer the vision, I guess, if that's the right word to use, how we're going to go about this. We're still in that area of trying to build this from the foundation, and I think patience is still a word we need to use here. Really interested to see Coots play, Cam come back in, some additions during the summer, see how our locker room dynamic changes. Still very early, and this is where we always have to be careful. You can't skip steps. I'm really excited to work with Danny and Jonesy because I think they have the same vision, but also stay with the standard. Where I think we really grew last year was how hard you play. That's standard. That's non-negotiable.
John, Owen Tippett said your message to the team was if you have a spot, don't get too comfortable. How much are you treating this game as open competition?
Oh, there's things that are wide open. Yeah, we certainly don't have all as far as what our lineup is. I thought guys progressed last year. Some of our kids, especially our forwards, it's a land of opportunity here.
Before the grind of Coach Tortorella's training camp begins, a slew of roster hopefuls must participate in rookie camp. One of the promising prospects aiming for roster consideration is 22-year-old forward Bobby Brink. After a brief NHL stint in 2022, Brink underwent off-season hip surgery. After a lengthy rehab, he is back to 100% and looking to prove himself.
Yeah, it's encouraging to hear that there's opportunity and there's chances around the organization. It's nice to know that if you do well and do your job, you'll get a chance. We're all one organization, we all have a job to do, and a lot of people are relying on us giving it our best and putting our best foot forward.
You f***ing running around. You grow the f*** up. Nice shirt, buddy.
It's nice having a rookie camp. It's almost like a little pre-training camp that gets you in shape and introduces you to training camp. So it's almost like you're a couple days in, right at the start. I think I had a good summer and I had a good year last year in Lehigh and think that I can be on the roster.
He's played well. Yeah, he's played well. Puck finds him, he's in the conversation. Very coachable. Certainly the biggest thing we want to see is the offensive part of his game. It's not through him talking, he's played. Made some mistakes along the way, but goes right back and tries to make another play. You can see he thinks the next play. You can see that. And this is what he is. This is why he was drafted, and it gets banged up, doesn't have a really good year because of all of that. He's had a good summer of training and has come in and put himself into a conversation with us as far as what we do with him.
This summer, the Flyers made significant changes in their crop of defensemen. The subtraction of key veteran players has created opportunity and competition for newcomers on the Flyers' blue line. Among those defensemen is Emil Andre.
A little bit rusty. That's what warm-up's for, right? I'm lost.
My first rookie camp and my first training camp too, so not really know what to expect, but talking to the guys around, and they've been talking about what's gonna go on, so I'm excited and trying to do my best, so it's been going so far.
7-1. Yeah!
Your spot's not for granted, and you just gotta be a pro, act like a pro every day. So.
Get lost.
I've noticed there's a lot of changes going on, and they've been focused on, of course, young players. So as a young player coming up and having a chance to make the team, and it's really exciting.
All right, last thing for you guys, especially young guys. The older guys that have been around, they know what they're doing. You guys know what you're doing, but a little bit of nerves here. Don't try to be somebody you're not.
Fuzz.
Be yourself. There's a reason why you're here. You're a good hockey player. If you're a scorer, produce. If you're a physical player, be physical. If your big thing is to be good defensively, blocking shot, show us what you got. Don't try to be somebody else. Mel came to us and he brought something that we were missing big time. Biggest thing, he's a competitor. He's not a big guy, but he's physical. He gets in there. The sky's the limit. He's so young. He's 21 years old. So one way or the other, he's going to be he's a big part of this, the Flyers' future, that's for sure.
You had that surgery this summer. I guess, how was your rehab process from that, and when did you feel like you were cleared and ready to go?
I'm already clear, and I'm ready to go tomorrow.
One defenseman who did not participate at rookie camp is Igor Zamula. Appearing in 26 games since 2021, the Russian defender hopes to be a lineup mainstay this season.
Ready?
Yep.
All right. First off, just how was your summer?
Great summer. Spent all my summer here. We work hard every day, skating a little bit. I work on my weight pretty much every day in my recovery and rehab. It's a good summer for me, I think, because I get stronger. After last year's season, I started thinking about towards camp right away. You need to battle through and mentally. When you stand down, you need to keep working and to show people you can play in NHL in the best league. It's a huge summer for me. I learned a lot from last year, and I think it's going to be a good year for me.
Big Z, like I know Z for years. I love everything about him. He had a injury at the end of the year last year. That's all fixed, and I felt like he got bigger, especially his legs. You have to be stronger, you have to be quicker, and I feel like this summer was a good summer for him, and I'm looking forward to see him play in preseason.
Oh, John! No.
I don't think Igor is slowing down, but this will be good to see him in a game. This will be a challenge without a doubt, and it'll challenge his foot speed. He's got great range. He sees the ice really well. I think he's done a good job of preparing himself as best that he could, but it'll be a challenge without a doubt. And so I know as a staff, we're looking forward to see how he looks out there tonight.
Work hard to be ready for this camp, and we are lucky we have Coots camps back, leadership. I need to learn from these players a lot.
You were playing with Couturier. What's it like playing with him again? You got a chance to play with him years ago when you were younger. What's it like to be with him again?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, we all love seeing him out there again, and he looks great.
Yeah, for Coots, I haven't played with him personally, but seeing the way he's kind of battled through those two injuries and come back and put the work in, and he's looked really good from what I can tell so far, and I'm excited to have him back on the ice with us.
It's huge. It's I've said it before earlier on, but you go into different cities and you're looking for a matchup for top lines and things like that. Coots is a calming presence out there, and I think that's kind of been lost, obviously, with him missing the last 2 years, but he just kind of settles down the game, takes big face-offs, and just an overall good player. So, like I said, I'm thrilled to have those guys back. It's going to be a lot different.
Hey, switch. So you come behind and help me. Switch.
Embarking on a new season injects fresh excitement into the locker room. No player is more eager to get things started than highly dependable veteran Sean Couturier. After missing nearly a year and a half worth of games, Couturier is at full strength and ready to prove to himself and his teammates that he is still a premier player in the NHL.
Feeling really good. No more back issues, so looking forward to camp and getting going.
Let's go here. A lot of hockey here. Let's go.
The last year and a half I've been watching from the stands. There's not much in your control that you can do from up there, and the game looks so much easier from up there too that it's tough. But now that I'm back, I'll try to take away all the things that I've seen, try to bring it into my game and learn from it and be the player I was before surgery. So that's the main goal.
Yeah, I've seen him, as a visiting coach and over the years and seen him play, and always has respected how he's gone about his business. And I'm really anxious to get him into some action. I have a pretty good idea how he plays on the ice. I want to see how he goes about his business, during the games, in between periods. I'm excited for him.
We're a team really in development right now, but we're taking strides in the right direction, and it's encouraging. I'm excited to be part of this process, this rebuilding process, but I want to win soon. So like you said, it's going to be up to us to really dictate how fast we get back to being contenders, and I hope everyone's kind of has the same mindset where we're not just here to play hockey, and we want to become a good team and a top team in the NHL.
After a lengthy and successful playing career, Flyers general manager Daniel Briere knows what a winning foundation looks like. Now, he is tasked with constructing his own in Philadelphia. As the players get to work on the ice, Briere and his staff are deep in the player evaluation phase off of it.
But this is pretty much essentially what we sent out to you guys, the PDF of it. Now, just explaining exactly what this actually is this is a rating from 100 to 0. If you're good, you're 100 out of the entire camp this year.
Are there categories that are more important than others? And maybe you focus a little bit more on that, where that's way worth a little bit more?
Yeah.
What would be the most important categories?
So if you score high on that,
yeah,
that will come through
higher on the strength part. Yeah. But with all the categories, can you, like fitness, speed, strength, can you have it weighted there also?
We can.
Okay.
Yeah, so with I'm kind of perplexed about this a little bit, just from the standpoint of he had a lot of conditioning in his program and everything like that. He just blows up. So I don't know if that's a lactate problem or anything like that. From this, it definitely seems like it is.
He's always playing on his heels. He's always playing conservative. And maybe that's part of the reason. But you also have, in the speed stuff, you have him near the top.
Yeah. So he scored overall pretty good on the speed stuff. But there's a lot of things that go into these things too as well. We can give you the weighting and how we weight everything. We can give you all that other stuff. But if you guys don't want that and it's too much, it's like, that's fine.
Yeah, no, I want to dive a little deeper. And I think it's, if we're able to do that year after year, you can go back and specifically look at a player. Why is he improving so much, or why is he going the other way? I mean, it's going to be interesting to watch closely.
Yeah.
There's just, to me, he looks so different. And then on the flip side, same thing. They either regressed, or you can tell they just didn't put in the work and kind of going the other way. So we'll keep an eye on that too.
One Flyers forward who is ready to make a first impression on his new team is 31-year-old Garnet Hathaway. Entering his 9th NHL season, Garnet Hathaway brings leadership and accountability to a young Flyers team.
I'm really excited to be here. I met the group and had enough time with them now to hang out with them and understand why this is such a great place to be. Talked to a lot of guys who had either played here or played under Torts. I heard about the guys in the room. I heard about the city. I heard about the fans a lot. Experience playing against the fans.
They knew this was going to happen.
I think every night playing against the Flyers was one you had to be ready for. This is how we have to be as a team. We can bring guys in who are leaders in this room, older guys that have been around and kind of acclimate them quickly on, know what the camp's going to be like, the season and how things really work.
Go, 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 go. We needed penalty killers. I just don't think we had the right people killing penalties last year. Hathaway's a penalty killer. He's a guy that I think is going to be loved by the fans here. Very similar how Nick went about his business. I think Hathaway will be bringing some of that to us. Just all the things he's done in this game, kind of like another coach that will be in the room when the coaches aren't there, to be talking to the players as a teammate too.
I think everyone's excited for opening night. You saw it throughout camp, throughout the preseason games. I think a hard-working team that is trying to get better every single night. I think the best way to develop people is by winning games. Already you can see through our practices how competitive guys are, how much we're pushing each other. And like I said, try and get better every night, every practice, and we'll be at a really good spot.
Reconstructing a storied legacy begins at the foundation, and the groundwork has already been laid. A new dawn is breaking in South Philadelphia. New front office brass has made the message clear. A transformation of the club is overdue. It's time to rebuild and redefine the essence of the Philadelphia Flyers.